The time is 8:50 in the morning time on this Tuesday morning, 12th, 2018. It is time now for the Peter Channel Morning News on this Tuesday morning, June 12th, 2018. Good morning to you all this lovely Tuesday morning, June 12th, 2018. It is 8:50 a.m. and it's 62 degrees in North Massachusetts. Top stories on the Peter Channel Morning News at 8:50 is Trump's North Korean gamble ends with a special bond with Kim. How Trump made diplomacy great again as China suggests sanctions relief for North Korea after Trump-Kim summit. Colorado National Forest closes due to wildfires that burned over 22,000 acres. The Trump-Kim summit is overshadowed with a big moment for Taiwan. Florida gunman who was shot officer kills 4 child hostages and himself. Trump's caught in GOP is driving Tuesday's primaries. USC sexual harassment allegations. Education Department launches an investigation. India arrests 18 of the 2 men lynched over the WhatsApp rumors. British Prime Minister facing rebellion wall, working on a deal with the break from the European Union. In events of a ceasefire, problems in Afghanistan killed at least 18. No one in China knows that the Chinese problem of Ivanka Trump treated for the U.S.-North Korea summit. AT&T Time Warner decision will set stage for Hollywood's future. Worker testifies that Tesla stopped them from organizing a union. Oil short-term paid for a long-term gain. Ford Explorer, Jeep Grand Cherokee get worse ratings in crash test. Look at that stocks now. Up 5.70 points at 22.31. And Nasdaq up 14.41 points at 76.59.92. And that's S&P 500 up 2.97 points at 27.82. After meetings ran on for days, more than 600 migrants will be admitted to Spain after Italy and Malta refused to take them in, officials said Tuesday. Stocks were mixed around in the world Tuesday as investors tried to assess the first ever meeting between the U.S. president and North Korean leader. President Trump held to the side of a joint statement with North Korean leader Kim Jong-un that the plunged complete denuclearization. Bluefield, Nicaragua, 2 teenagers accused of killing a drill steward and died on the recent reports in Nicaragua, but many say the teens are victims of the police cover-up. A New York man who showed interest in the sport of Islam State was sentenced to 15 years in prison at U.S. attorneys announced Monday. Building choose for new Attleboro High School. Motorists in North Attleboro block alleged drunk driver. Mansfield students meet with Kennedy and air concerns. Bobcats spotted in Plainfield, but don't panic, they're not the uncommon. Attleboro drug suspects in a drive-by federal grand jury. Mansfield and Vincent starts in the death surround the knee. Plans to convert the historic 1903 Lottie Chocolate Factory complex to apartments and businesses have kept townspeople asking when will the development finally get started. Organizers of the North Attleboro Community Garden open for bountiful season. 2 Seacock schools again, and the new principals breaking in charges against dismissed against 2 Rehoboth brothers and North Main Street underpass detour to start in Mansfield. As up to 21-year-old was in court charged with murder in Friday's deadly drive-by shooting at Norfolk Street in Brockton, a segment of arrested. Police said Christopher T. DeGarrett, 22 target fighter, shot and killed Ebony S. Baker. Neil Armstrong gave her a violent mood of death, she said, so she sued. So that's a war ticket. Mars opportunity removed agent today from a dust storm. Scientists discovered that ancient interstellar dust that formed the Earth into the solar system. Puzzling cosmic glow is caused by diamond dust claiming up stars. 5-year-old Caleb Griffin paralyzed by feeding tick. Free cupcakes that worked on ruin your waistline. Kroger wheel calls fresh food in West New Orleans. First appears in St. Timothy mosquito samples in Louisiana. Peter Childers' time is 8:55 on this. To the bottom, and it is time out for a Peter Channel traffic. Peter Channel Sports, the Dot Letters softball team defeated the Rio Falcons 1-0. Nicole Granger RBI single in the bottom of the night, as the Dot Letters will be taking on Greater Medford Bears at Thursday at Jack Tripp Field to start the South Sectional semifinals in Taunton. Once again, the time is not listed. And the Boston Red Sox plate the Baltimore Orioles 2-0 in 12-8. Red Sox North Granite at 7 o'clock. LeBron James NBA free agency trade rumors latest on Cavs, Lakers, Sixers, and Rockets, and more teams. Olympic skier Bon Miller's 19-year-old daughter drowned in the pool. Goldman Sachs used AI to simulate 1 million possible World Cup outcomes and arrived at a clear winner. Alistair Overeem statement after bloody clears planes beat down, he will be back. Peter Childers' time is 8:56 in the morning time on this. To the morning, and it is time now for a Peter Channel traffic transit check. Baby! Let's study off of the MBTA with Green Line services suspended between Kenmore and Government Center due to wire problems shown to must be provided. Passengers can use Orange Line service between North Station and Back Bay as an alternate. Orange Line experiences separate delays up to 10 minutes due to ill passenger on the train. Green Line service suspended between Bedford Street and Government Center due to wire problem. Please expect delays as passengers are dispatched. Green Line's E-branch service suspended between Northeast and the Government Center due to wire problem. Please expect delays as buses are dispatched. Whistler train 588, 7:40 a.m. Inbound is departed 30 minutes operated 50 train minutes beyond to between. Due to late arrival of the outbound train, and the ferries they are looking good. Alright, look at the time was about with New England. 95 minutes southbound side. It is slow from 126 to downtown Providence. 146 at the southbound side, so between 250 95 downtown Providence. 95 at the northbound side is so between Thursday Walker to downtown Providence. 185 westbound side, so between Seacock and Route 44 to East Providence. 146 at the both ends back to around Selzy Road in North Smithfield. Northbound side, so between 126 at a 120 to the Lincoln Wisconsin stretch. 128 at both ends back to Jamestown and Newport around the Newport Bridge. But Jamestown and Model Bridge is on, looking good. Out of the gate, Route 6 at the eastbound side, so between 149 and the 132 in the Barnstable. Route 140 on the southbound side, it is slow around Route 195 in New Bedford. Route 25 eastbound side, it is slow down around the border. 95 on the southbound side, it is slow from 495 on the Route 95 at Attleboro. 95 on the northbound side, slow to some base, we should on the Route 128 Canton. 24 on the northbound side, it is slow to Route 27 at Bucknell, the Route 128 Canton. 495 on the southbound northbound side, it is back to between Route 6 and Milford Island and the Bass Pike in Hocklin and Route 3 on the northbound side, it is slow from between Derby Street and Hingham and the Braintree Split. Service Expressway, both ends back between Braintree Split and the downtown Boston and around the Mass Pike. Mass Pike eastbound side, it is slow from Westboro all the way down to South Boston. Mass Pike westbound side, so between Lower down on the South Boston and Hippex and Newton Quarter. Service Expressway posted back to the Mass Pike down in the downtown Boston. One way to both ends back to 24 Kenton on the Braintree Split. One way to northbound side, so between Route 1 and Denham on either Route 20 in Waltham, and one way northbound side it is so Peabody Stretch, one way southbound side it is so from Linfield all the way to Waltham, 93 both ends in downtown Boston and backed up. 93 is southbound side is so between Route 30 to 209, the Zake Bridge in downtown Boston, Route 3 is southbound side so between 495, low down to Bill Wicker, and then Neighbors getting before one way Burlington 485 on the northbound side it is so from 111 to Boxborough all the way to Route 3 in Chelmsford. 495 minutes southbound side, so between Route 117 in Stone Island, Route 20 Marlborough, and Route 29 eastbound side is so around 485 in Marlborough, and 29 eastbound side is with the 146 side, Route 9 in Worcester. And 93 in the southbound side, it is over the Derry to Hampshire stretch. 95 at the northbound side, it is slow around the Portsmouth, New Hampshire. Main turn back in the stop inside. Also, loose stretch at stop inside, slow up to 295 in Garner, Maine. Peter Childers' time is 9 a.m. on this. To the ball today. It is time now for a weather report. Looking at the radar satellite, it shows clear skies for much of southern New England, and up in northern New England, it's clear skies, except for some few clouds in southern Quebec and northwestern and Maine, and New Brunswick, and some rain showers in northern New Brunswick and eastern portion of Quebec. As we take a look at the temperature spread around the region, it is in the upper 50s to 60s in southern New England, with a temperatures in the 50s to 60s in northern New England, 41 degree wind from Mount Washington, New Hampshire. And having been the rain showers, 2 batches of heavy showers and thunderstorms, 1 down in eastern Illinois, down in western Indiana, another 1 in eastern Kentucky, and heavy band of showers and storms from southeast Kansas down to eastern Oklahoma, down to southwest Missouri, down to northwestern portions of Arkansas. Right now, Norton 63 degrees, our temperature humidity is 6.5%, 2.52 degrees, and around 3.18 inches at a steady winds, northwest at 6 miles an hour. Okay, look at the forecast. Goes like this for today. Saskatchewan at 67 degrees, southwest about 6 to 11 miles an hour, gusts at 23 miles an hour. Tonight, increased skies about 55 degrees, and southwest about 5 to 9 miles an hour, gusts at 22 miles an hour. Wednesday, at check the showers bay after 11 a.m. Increased skies about 72 degrees, and southwest about 5 to 10 miles an hour, gusts at 26 miles an hour, just pitch 50%. New about between 10 1 inch possible for weather. A chance of showers and thunderstorms before 9 p.m. Then a slight chance of showers between 9 p.m. and 11 p.m. Patchy fog between 9 p.m. and 2 a.m. Otherwise, skies come through the early evening and gradually clear with about 62 degrees. Southwest with about 6 to 10 miles. Anticipation is 30%. New about less than 10 inches also have about possible thunderstorms for Thursday. Most of the podcast by anywhere about 53 degrees, and what's about 7 to 10 miles an hour. Gusts as high as 23 miles an hour for Friday. Most of the coast come at 77 about 53 degrees. Saturday, sunny most coast come at 83 about 58 degrees. For Sunday, most sunny podcast come at 85 about 62 degrees, and for Monday, podcast come at 85 degrees. And that's going to be it for the Peter Channel Morning News at 8. On this, to the morning, June 12, 2018, viewers will be of good morning, good positive, to be have a good day.